Okay, portable tools. They're small, compact, easy to use. Install them on a USB stick or you can burn them to CD, a USB stick being better. Now I will do a series of these and I will start with WinPatrolToGo and CCleaner, which are two great little utility programs. Now I've opened up my USB stick. I already have KeePass installed on it, which is a password manager, and it's very simple and easy to use. If you go to my site you'll find a link to it, and from here I don't need to store any passwords on my computer at all. They're all stored in a safe database which is encrypted. So I will come out of this, and I also use Q-Dir, which allows me to view 4 folders or 4 panes with different drives, partitions, whatever, and I can simply drag and drop WinPatrolToGo from my desktop into my USB stick. Now if you've got it on your desktop, simply drag and drop it into your USB stick and that's it. Double click it to open the program, and the first thing you will see is the startup programs, and this will show you all the programs that run at startup, and here you can remove them if you don't need them. You can also check at the first detected date, and you can run down through, see what you've got, see what runs. You can get more information on them. Plus users can click on plus info and get further information. Now the basic information tells me that this is NVIDIA Corporation, and you can expand the information and find out a bit more. ActiveX, this will show you the ActiveX that is installed by Internet Explorer, and here you can disable any you don't want. The same with Internet Explorer helpers, browser helper objects, toolbars. You can remove those that you don't need. Simply click on it and click remove. It really is that simple. Services. You can list non-Microsoft services only by ticking the box at the bottom, but you can find all the services that are installed on Windows and whether their startup is disabled, whether it's manual or automatic, and the first detection date. And if you go to hidden files, you can see files that are normally hidden from you, and again you can check the last written date. You can refresh this, and it's a great way of going through and troubleshooting a computer. Under the plus info, if you have the upgraded version, enter your name and the registration code and apply it. Now this is one program worth buying because of the extra information you can get. It's one of the few I would recommend that you do upgrade, and it's a very small price. Under options there's the WinPatrol log. Now this will open in a browser window and it will give you the expanded information of startup programs, active tasks, scheduled tasks, i.e. helpers, file types and services. If you're a plus user you can click and get more plus information, which is ideal. You can create a spreadsheet report, which is ideal for troubleshooting. You can create a hijack this log to submit to hijack this forums. You can view your host file, you can view the history, you can export the settings, and you can allow plus info data collection, which remains private. There's no personal information divulged whatsoever. Now if you do upgrade this, then it applies to all versions of WinPatrol. Now I will come out of there for a moment, and I've also downloaded CCleaner, and this is the portable version. There's no toolbars or anything like that with it, and I will simply extract it from my desktop to my USB stick, and I've created a folder called CCleaner and extracted into there. Now this takes only a few minutes. It's very simple to do, very easy to use. As I said, you can burn these to CD, but a USB stick is a bit better. Simply double click the icon, the program opens up in the user interface. Most of the boxes are pre-ticked. Now autocomplete form history, if you tick this box you will lose any saved passwords, so I suggest you use a password manager. and don't store your passwords. It's very bad. And this applies to whatever browsers you're using. Now, I also tick the start menu shortcuts, the desktop shortcuts, the old prefetch data, and menu order cache. And this resets the start menu, but it doesn't remove anything. If you click options, under advanced settings, you can have the option to only delete files older than 48 hours in the temporary files. I will untick that one. You can hide warning messages. You can close the program after cleaning, and you can show a prompt to back up registry issues if you use the registry cleaner. Now, I prefer to use Oslogix rather than the CCleaner registry cleaner. You can minimize it to the system tray, and all settings are automatically saved to the ini file. You can exclude files and folders. You can include files, folders, whatever. Cookies, simply click on the cookie you want to keep. If you want to keep any settings, you can choose your language. You can run CCleaner when the computer starts. It's better to run it at the end of your browsing session rather than when you start up. And just clear the junk out. You can also add Run CCleaner and Open CCleaner to the Recycle Bin right-click context menu. And automatically check for updates to CCleaner. This is a good idea. Now, secure deletion, normal file deletion, is a very quick, simple pass, and it doesn't overwrite it as such. It's a very simple and basic override. If you select secure file deletion, you will have 35 passes using the Gutmann algorithm. Be very careful using this because many of your files will not be recovered. You can also wipe free space, and I will select my USB stick, and I will come back to that. Now, under Tools, you have the uninstallers, startup programs which you can enable, disable, and your system restore points can be listed. Now, CCleaner, you can click on and analyze it, and as you see here, there's 50 kilobytes to be removed. Run the cleaner, tick this box not to be shown this message again, click OK, and just let it run. It's very simple, very straightforward, it's easy to use, and use it on any machine. Clear all the crap out, you don't need it, it's taking up space. Now, if I wipe the free space, this will depend on the size of your drive, how much free space you have, and what it does, it overwrites the information that was previously deleted via the recycle bin. And there are better programs to do this, which I will cover in the future, which are also portable. And I won't do a complete wipe free space at the moment because it'll take a few minutes longer than what I want it to. So I will cancel this and just close the user interface. Now, as you can see, it's quite a small installation, it's 1.6 megabytes, and WinPatrol is also very small. They are great programs to start with. If you want any more information, check out my blog, which is Free PC Security, and you can find it at freepcsecurity.co.uk.